had a dream like Martin Luther King, but I woke up broke again with no food for fit skin. Need a big size, more crown can fit the king. I used to pray just so I go reach 16. My style's major, my friends dropping out of school, getting AK-47 from Charles Taylor. I wonder if my people will ever get a savior when they rip all they possess.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers and low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, continuing on from music from around the world and talented artists from around the world, we are now going over to Africa. In particular, our lovely Sierra Leone. I have now reacted a number of times to KAO DENERO, and I am beginning to get a picture, not a massive picture, because there is, look, to be honest with you, I've only carried out about maybe 4, no more, and I think this is my 5th one, and I am in no position yet to break down his bars and to express what I believe he is thinking about. What I'm about is identifying the artist first, having a connection with the artist first, and trying to have a one-to-one with the artist first, get an idea of this artist and where the artist is coming from. And then from there, it's from, okay, why did you write down these bars? And what do you mean by those bars, and break down from there? Because if I do it the other way, like in the other channel, breaking down, it's only what I think. It's not what he thinks. And then until I have a connection with KAO, and you know, he has sent me a message. He has told me that he's been watching my videos because you subscribers have been sending him abundance of messages to check me out, and he has been listening to you to the point that he has come out of his way. It wasn't me that messaged him. He messaged me. He found me, and he said, "This is a brilliant job what you're doing. I'm watching you." That's what KAO DENERO said to me. And so there I've got a connection of what kind of type of man that he is. What artist does that in his realm and where he is right now? And who am I? Who am I? And he's come out of his way to send me a message. This is the thing that I like about my channel. I look for the artist first. So see if there's a connection, how, you know, pick these brains, find out what makes him tick. From only then I can say, right, let's go into his bars. I'm not ready to dissect his bars and let you know what I personally think. Who am I to let you personally think about his bars when my subscribers know more about him than I do? I'm playing catch up. I have got a different perspective and view on KAO DENERO because I am new. I'm outside the box. So I only can compare him to the likes of the people that I know in America, compare him to the people that I like, that I know, established people that I know from around the world, and see where he sits above that, and see where he sits in that realm, as well as all the other African artists that I have the pleasure of carrying out my reactions to. And I'm going to continue doing that until I grasp and understand and know KAO DENERO more better for me to say, right, I'm going to listen to that track again. I have to listen to, like I said, 4 or 5 tracks is not enough. It's not enough for me to warrant me to dissect his track and tell you what I believe thinks about it. I'm with the artist. I know how he feels. I know the passion behind those words, and I can break them down for you. And when I do break down things, it's the same way how I talk right now and passionate, I'm going to break them down like that. And like I said, I will have the backing of the artist when it comes down, break down those bars. So like I said, I like to come prepared, I like to be organised, and I don't like to be false. And I think if I'm going to break down any bars, it'll be just of falseness. I'm not in the right, like I said, watching or listening to 4 amazing, brilliant tracks of an artist when when his record and collection is tons more. It'd be stupid of me to start reacting on his bars. I recognise his bars, I listen to his bars, it is absolutely amazing. but I am about the person. I'm about the artist. I'm about what makes you tick. I'm about why are you still there? Why do you do this? Why are you helping so much? Why are you not helping so much? I'm about that and getting a grasp of the actual particular artist. And me and KAO DENERO is at the beginning of our journey where we, he's messaged me, I've messaged him, he's respecting me, I'm massively respecting him, because who am I? And when I am interacting, I'm going to grasp the kind of man he is. And when I finally grasp fully, I understand, I'm beginning to open and see, and by the many amount of overwhelmingly information that's gathered. But now, you've pushed me to this gentleman, and now this gentleman is looking at me, and we're looking at each other. And this is a moment that I'm excited about, knowing and understanding this gentleman indeed. And it's only a matter of time after, like, say, the 5th or 7th more reactions that I'm going to do. I think, about 11, at least another 6 more reactions to his videos before I start breaking down or attempt to break down his bars, because I will have a full, wholehearted confidence of breaking down his bars, because I know that I have the main man behind me. And that goes with all the artists, hip-hop artists, that I'm going to carry out reactions to. I have a personal one-to-one reaction with Sherrett Barrow, Carbol, and a number of times. And he has, he's the one who recommended me with his latest track. My angle is not just about press and start, stop having your comment, press and start again. No, my reactions is always going to be at the end of. I like to listen to the whole thing. I'm not about stopping, pausing. I'm about listening to the whole thing and then coming with my review at the end of the track. So if you are interested in me having my point and sharing my point, then my point comes across at the end of the video. Right. Brings me on to KAO DENERO with LUMUMBA, and I hope I am pronouncing that right. Please, and it's a story of LUMUMBA. Please correct me if I'm wrong on this. I have been recommended this about at least 50 times, and I'm glad that I'm finally here to react and review this track. I have been looking forward to this one. There is so many, and I will get through them. So bear with me. But you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
Je suis resté ignoble. Vraiment je suis touché par tout mon cœur. À la vignaza mon amour.
Patrice Lumumba has been the problem. And we're here today. We need to get rid of this guy. ASAP. We need to surveillance him. We need to know all his movements. And then we get rid of him. Africa is ours. It's our time. We let him know that he's finished. Guys,
Yeah. Rest in peace to Patrice Lumumba. Straight up, como Sankara, Che Guevara, Bob Marley. No doubt. Yeah. Whatever they do, never worry us. Got from the bloodline of warriors. He's so marvelous, lyrical disciple. Tight boss, protect the title. They stole all our riches, gave us the Bible. Blood is survival, but we're still going strong. Survival of the fittest, where the king come from. I'm still in the turf, rocking with an empty pocket. Xenophobia, self-hate, man, we need to stop it. They're trying to make it toxic like they did to Lumumba. Eradicate my heroes, now wait till left for Duba with nothing else to offer. Hey yo, they took him into isolation, propaganda to the masses, fool the congregation, lock him up and throw the kid with no medication. Next day, they faced the firing squad. So much pain on Patrice, she was hollering God. They did the same to Sankara, Robert Nesta Marley, all the legends face Wahala. Now the continents are dry up there, yeah, fever like Sahara. Then they left us with Palava. Sad man, let's go.
Since too painful with Anuna, all my people struggling from Freetown to Kaduna. They look my niggas like Natuna. I read the story of LUMUMBA. We still strong black people. If you steady in the grind, you're the one the song to speak to. They be acting we not equal. So Babylon knows that you can't kill I know. Another one gone.
Tell him Black Jones.
But yes, another one born.
Yeah. I had a dream like Martin Luther King, but I woke up broke again with no food for 50 king. Need a big size, more crown can fit the king. I used to pray just so I go reach 16. My style's major, my friends dropping out of school, getting AK-47 from Charles Taylor. I wonder if my people will ever get a savior when they rip all they possess and act like they did a favor. Check your neighbor, innocent mothers perishing every time, man, they go for labor. Lumumba's story can be any one of us. Prince raping kids, then confess in front of Holy Cross. Nobody paid yet for the Holocaust. Street niggas never go to church, on God on the road they trust. He was my hero from the Congo, who was crucified so they can steal and get them things that they put up in your phone though. Shit you don't know. I guess you're just happy with your wife and your Volvo. I put my fist up for Lumumba, Kwame Nkrumah, vibing to some Willis music. Smoke my cigar, man, as I'm jamming to that Lumumba. Rest in peace, yo, Patrice Lumumba. Yeah, all the heroes that died.
Seem too painful with it. All my people struggling from
Story
pizza
of
to
Lumumba.
They like my niggas like Natuna.
So much pain I can't even digest. Threw my people in the loop, suffering no progress. Steady waiting for the harvest, which never came. Rest in peace, I say God bless. Patrice stood for the people, he did good for the people. Look what they did to Stephen Biko. Hey yo, man not fit for living legal. All my people struggling, still relief pool. Political anarchy destroying the economy. Modern day robbery, still stuck in poverty. Yes, he died cause he gave a speech. Still wondering why every day we still face defeats. Huh? Why every day all my people still just face defeats?
So that was KAO DENERO featuring Black Jones, the story of Patrice Lumumba. I don't know anything, any stories or any kind of history of Patrice Lumumba. And this is what I mean by education. I was listening to that track, and that's the whole point. I was listening to that whole track. There's not a lot of tracks out there, hip-hop tracks, where you are actually listening. There's so many tracks that you just, because you're hearing a fat beat, you're hearing the melody, you're hearing something's going on, and you're just, yeah, man, this track is dope. And you might jump in a couple of words because the track is there and there. When you hear a track and you're not a hip-hop track, and you're not doing this, you're just doing that, that's 1000% concentration right there. That's more than, I don't want you to dance to my track. I want you to listen to my track. There's something that I've got to say to you. Sit down, pull up a chair, we're going to school. It was literally like that. It was literally like that. I'm going to go over the track again, because I need to know more of this story. It was more of like, wow, is that what they did? Wow, is that what they done? Wow, is that how they done it? That's how it was for me. When I was watching this, I forgot about the music itself. It was just more listening to what he was saying. And I know he was rapping, but he could have been talking to me. It took away the rapping, it took away the music, and it was just him standing there giving me knowledge about this particular person. I've never known about this person, not at all. And I'm from over the seas. But it just goes to show you that if it was an option of making a track where I can dance, get drunk, go home with a lady or whatever, and come and enjoy myself, or sit down, listen, be educated, and feel like a wow factor, what track would you prefer to listen to? What one would you do? If it was only one choice that you had, would you prefer a hip-hop track that's educating you and giving you history and educating you, or a track that's entertaining you, as in make you want to get up and dance and drink and, you know, get drunk and offload, so to speak? That's a hard question for everybody out there. Please leave your comments on that. But this track here, by far, is out of all the tracks that I have had the pleasure of carrying out, this one is my favourite one so far. This one means has educated me more, had me more engrossed than all of his other tracks. Had me making me want more, as into I've got to listen to this, or wanting to listen to this more than once, to understand more and to get a grasp of, as well. He has made me left thinking, not as in turning over the channel to say, okay, that's a good track, let me see what else other music is on. He's made me pause before I select another track, like, wow, what music am I going to listen to after that? And it's not even to, as in, what music am I going to listen to after that, as a comparison or a follow-up. It's just that, what music would you listen to after this? After you've just been fed knowledge, what do you do from there? And that's where I am. What do you do from there? What music would you listen to after you just listened to this? But to listen to it again, to understand it more. I am not going to, like I said, I'd be absolutely foolish to break down his bars at an early period of my time with KAO DENERO. I am not a connoisseur of his music. You are. And you have brought me to the forefront of him. You are telling me what music to listen to and what track to check out. You are giving me and educating me. So you know the bars better than I do, breaking down the bars. That's just, I'm looking at the person, and I hope I'm on the right track of, and now I'm throwing the question back to yourself of, like, what would you prefer? A hip hop track that is educating you, or a hip hop track is entertaining you, just, you know, entertainment value of, you know, getting drunk and dancing and having a good night out? Leave your comments. KAO, you never disappoint me with educating myself and leaving me thinking. And for that reason, I salute you, sir. Brilliance.
I put my fist up for LUMUMBA, Kwame Nkrumah, vibing to some Willis music. Smoke my cigar, man, as I'm jamming to that Lumumba. Rest in peace, yo, Patrice Lumumba. Yeah, all the heroes that died.
Seems too painful with it. All my people struggling from pizza to Kaduna. They like my niggas like Natuna.
So much pain I can't even digest. Threw my people in the loop, suffering.